Hey Mrs. Phillips, my name's Nicholas. I'm a first year physiotherapist at Charles Sturt University. I'll be looking after you today.
Thanks.
So could you please tell me a little bit about why you come to see me today?
So I've hurt my right wrist
Your
and
right wrist.
forearm. It's
Yeah.
in a bit of pain and discomfort.
Yeah. And is there anything that caused this pain that you can remember?
It was after squash.
After
Yeah.
squash, okay. And is there anything doing this, like any activities that might be hurting your hand more? Anything that aggravates it?
Yeah, well, for my work I have to type a lot and
Yeah.
typing hurts quite a bit.
Okay.
And I can't really lift weights at the gym because my wrist is...
Right. And when you're lifting those weights or when you're typing, on a scale of 0 to 10, whereabouts would that be? 0 being no pain at all and 10 being the worst pain imaginable.
I'd say around a 5 or 6.
A 5 or a 6, so
Yeah.
it's decent. So you definitely notice it when you're doing
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Yeah. And when you're at rest right now, whereabouts are you?
It's a 2 to 3, yeah.
2 to 3, okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely notice it as well when you're sitting down.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a bit.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do a passive range of motion test. So what that means is I'm going to ask you to put your arm on the side of the plinth just here, and I'm going to move your hand for you down like this into flexion, okay?
Yeah.
You're not going to do anything with this, you're just going to relax your hand, and I'm going to move it down. And this is important because this might show me some structures that might be causing your pain or limiting your movement perhaps. And it's also important because later on, if we're doing more treatment, in later sessions, we can assess to see how you've improved if you have.
Yeah.
There are some risks with this. You may feel a little bit of pain or tension. And if that does happen, I want you to tell me to stop straight away.
Alright.
Yeah. With me here, I want to reassure that it's safe, but I do have to warn you of that. Have you understood everything I've said so far?
I have, yeah.
Yeah? And do you have any questions?
No.
Do I have consent to do this assessment on you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm just going to test the bed brakes today. Just make sure that it's stable. We don't want it sliding anywhere. And I'll wash my hands. So when we're doing this assessment, to get an accurate measurement, I'm going to use a goniometer. This is just sort of like a ruler that bends, and it measures the angle that we're measuring at.
Alright.
So then it makes it replicable, and when we can do it again, we can assess to see if you've improved your range of motion or not. So I'll just get you to stand up now, and I'll just move the chair onto this side. And I'll get you to sit down again and put your left hand, which is your good arm, onto the bed, okay? So we're doing this, just like this. So we're doing this just to assess, to see whether your unaffected limb has a normal range of motion or not, so we compare it to the other side, and also just so you understand the experiment as well. So I'll just straighten up the goniometer, and I'll bend your wrist forward for you. How's this feeling?
Yeah, it's feeling alright.
It feels normal?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you've got some good range of motion. We'll just do it another couple of times just to make sure. Yeah, okay. So it's clear you've got about 60 or 70 degrees of range of motion there, which is a very normal range of motion for a right wrist. I'll just move this chair over here for you,
Yeah.
and I'll ask you to sit on this side, and we'll start on your affected limb. Remember, I would want you to tell me to stop if you feel any pain at any time.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you feeling comfortable at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll get our wrist straight. We'll just get you to point your fingers out for me. That's the way. Okay, so we're nice and straight now. And I'm about to start the assessment. So just tell me when to stop.
Yeah, right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, right. We'll just do it one more time. Was that like a sharper pain, like when you're typing and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we'll just do it one more time. Remember to tell me to stop. I don't want to cause any more pain.
Yeah, just around there.
Yeah, just there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's clear to see that you do have your right wrist is clearly affected. Where these muscles potentially in the back of your arm might be helping limit that movement because they might be a little bit tight. In your normal wrist, you are about 60 to 70 degrees of motion, and you can only get to about 25 or 20 degrees in this arm, which shows that it's clearly affected. We'll do some more tests just to see and make sure we understand your injury and the extent of it, and then hopefully we'll try and improve that range of motion for you. How does that sound?
That sounds amazing.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.